Welcome to Co-op Mode, round 174. This is the official video game podcast of Secret Friends Unite. I am one of your hosts, Todd Oxtra. Tonight, joined by the laughing man from Colorado. That is Mr. DaddyDwally, Daniel Winchick. How are you doing, buddy? From the NerdChat. And did I kill it already?
Oh, my God. Oh, hello, Todd. Welcome to Co-op Mode number 174. Glad to be here, Todd. It's Daniel Walenzik. One more time.
I want to do a chick. I don't know why.
Walenzik. I'm happy to be here.
I got it.
Just excited to talk video games. I've had an interesting month. We don't need to talk about it. I don't need to be a Debbie Downer because this show's already heading that way, apparently. So we're going to keep it positive, Todd. I'm just happy to be here. You know, it's always a pleasure to record with you, and you are always welcome to join our show whenever. Shout out to MCAN10, by the way. I miss Matt. Yeah. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know the details, but I just want to say, miss you, Matt. I need someone to talk crap to me about video games and give me hot, absolute trash takes. Other than Todd. So I need you to come back, please, Matt. Please come back. And I hope he's doing all right. So excited to be here, Todd.
Yeah, Matt and I are keeping tabs on each other. Just he's going through a rough spot right now, and he's kind of stepped away from some things. But he's doing much better. School just started. He teaches in New York, lives out east in Connecticut, so he's having a good time. But he does miss poking the bear, and that would be you, Dan. So just let him know. He knows that he needs to come back and poke you. So we're hoping that he'll come back and he'll get back into what he loves. So, so we're gonna have a good time. Dan, it was funny. I'm glad we had a good, everybody had a good bonding moment with you this weekend on a topic that I call "Am I the Asshole?" There's the Reddit thing, which it was such a good way to find out where people stand on certain issues. Won't get into it, but I will tell you, everybody's had conundrums in a social way with family or whatever, and it's like sometimes you just need to vent.
Thank you. Yeah, I do appreciate it. We're not going to get into it here.
Nope.
Because you were there. Thank you. I do appreciate venting to you guys. Felt like I was taking crazy pills, but afterwards it's gotten even more crazy, Todd. I'll break it down in the next episode or in the next Discord chat. But just basically in-laws, you guys. Sometimes
we all have them.
Yeah, there you go. So thank you for that, Todd.
Well, very good. And before we get into the meat of the show, if you've already listened to Secret Friends Unite, you had already heard my announcement there, but I wanted to say it here as well. I made the decision after talking with Charlie about 3 or 4 weeks ago that I was going to be stepping down from Secret Friends Unite. And Charlie will be taking the helm with Peter. And one of the reasons why I've been doing it for 11 years, and I feel like I've accomplished what I need to do with Secret Friends Unite. They're in a good spot, but I'm 50 now. I'm an empty nester. My son's doing these things. And I'm like, I need to find other creative outlets that are a little bit different than I've been doing. So, it's time. So I have new ideas in motion, some ideas I want to do, some ideas I want to bring in people to make their podcasting dreams come true and give them a space. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to announce that probably in about 3 weeks, but it is going to be something I've been thinking about for quite some time, and I'm looking for folks to go on that journey with me. But in the meantime, some things will carry over. I will be talking about video games, and I will be talking about fantasy football. So those 2 shows will be carrying over in some form. So, but just, this is not my last episode of Co-op Mode. Doing this with Dan. I asked Dan if he'd come on with me because we always have a good time. And Dan doesn't get to be on a lot of podcasts where it's just him. Typically, it's juggling cats. It's around the horn. So this is going to be kind of a little fun.
People crash your podcast out of nowhere all the time, and I don't know what's going on. So
there's no Stone Cold showing up on this episode at this point.
I'll believe it when the show's over. Todd, I want to say congrats to you. You said 11 years you've been a part of
11 years, yes.
That is absolutely insane. Congrats to you and everything you've accomplished. I've seen you do some amazing interviews. I joined late to the party. I only recently got into Co-op once I met you through XEP and then you hanging out over at the NerdChat. So I'll follow you wherever you go, Todd. But congrats on everything, man. That's a long time. So yeah, congrats. And I'm glad you're doing it on your terms and doing what's best for you. I think a lot of us recently have been going through similar podcast content creation dilemmas. So you always do what's best for you, Todd. So congrats as well.
Appreciate it. Yeah, because after Mark decided he needed some time too to kind of figure out what he wants to do next, and then I'm like, okay, Matt's along for the ride, and then like grand opening, grand closing, I'm like, maybe it's time to just say what's new, start fresh. So that is kind of one of those things. So yeah, I'm excited about what's next, and actually. Didn't tell everybody this, but I actually started a new job today. Very excited.
Oh yeah, congrats. Is it within your same company or is it somewhere else?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. I'm
That's
gonna
what I
be
thought.
working for our pet division. So the
Oh,
company that we make dog food and other pet food. So I'm very excited about that because I love
very cool.
pets.
Well,
So
congrats
very
to that as
cool.
well. You know what's funny, Todd, before we move on is I was
Mhm.
here for Mark's last episode and it still said the Joker as my title from when I crashed. So I was like, oh, I better change that. So shout out to Mark, the Canardian, and shout out to Todd. I've been here for both of their goodbyes and I'm just here to have a good time.
Well, you'll always be our Joker.
Oh, it's me. Okay, I'll just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, with that, yes, we'll get on for the show. Basically, something we always do is thank our Patreons. They're awesome people that have we've basically been doing Patreon for now about 2.5 to 3 years. So it's been very fun having these folks along for the ride. Our besties, Derek Trevelyan, Francie, Xbox Expansion Pass, Mr. Luke Lore, Charlie's Uncle Tim, John Sedorf, Brendan Myers, Corey in HD, Matthew Keel, Kurt Krug, Tanya Lee, Chipotle Bear, Famous Seamus, Cam the Movie Man, Newport 007, Darth Prozac, and the Freight Conductor.
Shout out to Freight Conductor and Jose. Big fan of those. Big fan of those two guys right there.
Absolutely. Exclusive shows, no ads, Discord benefits for as little as $2 a month. Get your first month for 50% off. Enjoy the content and keep listening because Charlie's got a lot of cool stuff coming down the pike if you like interviews. So with that, Dan, we get into the meat of the show. We start with buy, rent,
Waiting
and
for this. Been waiting
return.
all day for this, Todd. Hot, juicy
Yes.
takes inbound.
So we are doing most anticipated fall game, and I picked 3 that were kind of just titles that I know are going to move the dial because a lot of people I think there was a poll out there that said I think it was IGN, most anticipated game. And I know a lot of people had some heartburn over certain games. So I
Yeah.
thought, why don't we see where we stand? And also, Dan, kind of like outside of these games, we'll talk about like what's coming out this fall. What are your must play games? And then I want to say before the end of the year, we'll see the best reviewed games so far of 19 or 2025. And then we'll say, is anything still left to be released that would actually make a dent in game of the year for either us or you think for the media? So
Do you
I
have a
think this
list of
is a good
those
way to start.
games?
I do. They're in
Okay,
the
good.
doc.
I'm
I have got
thinking.
basically
Oh,
the
they are
Open
here? Okay.
Critic, what's already came out for the best rating games, and then we have what is coming out September through the end of the year.
Okay.
There's obviously some titles that don't have release dates, but at this point, I'm like, if they don't have a release date, are they really coming out? Maybe Nintendo, because we're going to get a
Oh,
direct
yeah.
or something soon.
Oh,
So
we'll
we'll
talk about
see.
that. We'll talk about that.
We will see. But before we get into those topics, we're going to get into the most anticipated fall games. The games I picked were Battlefield 6, Ghosts of Yotai, and Outer Worlds 2. I believe all but one of these games will be on every platform. Ghosts of Yotai will not be. So because of that, it's going to be a little bit harder for those to play because it's only on PS5. So, Dan, before we get into this, we probably need to check in with the people who gave us their picks. And one of these kids did not play by the rules. So we will exclude his and just assume it's his most anticipated games. So we start with X Bacon Game, and he says, buy Battlefield. Rent our Outer Worlds since I'm renting already. It's on Game Pass, so enjoy that. And then return Ghost since I got to wait for it anyways. Yes, Bacon plays those games on PC, so typically it's a year gap for that game. So good picks. I understand it. Nissa, Dark Saturn 9 says, buy Outer Worlds, rent Yotai, and return Battlefield. I don't assume Nissa would play Battlefield. I don't think it's her jam unless they made a Battlefield cozy game, which I don't think they're going to do.
Yeah, she's not a fan. Can I read Eric's?
Yes, you can read Eric's.
Eric at Game Positive said he didn't follow the rules at all. He just numbered them. But I'm going to assume buy Arc Raiders coming out of nowhere, rent Battlefield, and number 3 I'm rent/return Outer Worlds,
Outer
because then he
Worlds.
has a huge gap down to ... Ghost. So Ghost is for sure the return. But he wanted to add in Arc Raiders for some reason.
Why?
And
Why? I
why
didn't
does he
think
have
he
to be
was into
like
extraction
this?
shooters. I don't know. And he's our, like, as you call him, number one Sony pony. Even
He
though
is a
probably me.
Sony pony, but he hates Ghost apparently.
That's weird. That's a weird pick. But you know what, Dan? Everybody
Yeah.
makes bad decisions. We'll allow Eric to have his.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
let's start with you, Dan.
Speaking of bad
What would
decisions, all
you
right, let's get right
buy, rent,
into
and
it.
return?
This is easy for me, Todd.
Of course it is.
Buy, even though I haven't bought it yet. Do not pre-order. Please don't pre-order. Stay strong. Todd, I'm a huge Battlefield fan. My number
All right.
one most played game, guess what it is on the Xbox? Out of all of Xbox Live.
So, like, the eternity from the time
From
that Xbox
Xbox
Live came out.
360 till to present day. And I just said
I'm
I'm a
gonna have to
huge
guess
Battlefield fan.
Battlefield. I don't know, one of them. I mean, I'm trying
It's
to figure out
not.
which one
It's
would you
actually
like.
PUBG.
No.
That was a trick question. Somehow it's
You
PUBG.
got me.
I know. Yeah.
Really?
Terrible. Yeah.
PUBG.
Shocking. I know. But if PUBG didn't exist and didn't take 30 minutes per round, it would have been Battlefield Bad Company 2, Xbox 360 glory days. I played so much Battlefield Bad Company 2, so much Battlefield 3. I went through the horrible launch of Battlefield 4 on the Xbox One. Never forget how glitchy that was. Invented the dashboard quit out, aka I need to do a DBQO right now, guys. Wait for me. I got to reset my stuff. And so here I am, the biggest Battlefield fan. I've purchased every one. I even have every Steam achievement for Battlefield 2042, if you can believe.
Yes.
Insane, right?
Wow.
So I am a huge Battlefield guy, and I'm praying that this game is going to be a return to form. I have not pre-ordered it, but this is an easy buy for me. I put in 22 hours into the beta, and that should
How
say
did you
something.
play that again?
On my PC.
You got the, what was it, the EEPROM installed or whatever it was?
What?
What was that thing that we had to do to our PCs?
Like
to make
the
sure
secure
safe
boot. Yeah. That didn't crash my PC technically, but did cause issues because it didn't launch. My PC's great. Obviously, I'm on it right now. But anyway,
thing. Such a weird thing.
Well, you did it too, didn't you? Or yours
I did
already
it successfully.
Okay.
My son didn't. I said, "Why do you want to try Battlefield?" He goes, "No, I don't want to do that." I'm like,
really?
Okay.
So your son's still refusing to do it? Well, it's going to be more.
He still doesn't update it to Windows 11, Dan. He's like, Windows 10 performs better. I'm like,
don't you have to do it soon? I'm pretty sure, right?
You are. Yeah, they're going to end support. Yes.
Anyway, so Battlefield 6, easy buy for me. Rent, similar to Bacon. I was already going to technically rent this on Game Pass anyway. Outer Worlds 2. I enjoyed the first one. I think I got every achievement for Outer Worlds. But I wasn't like blown away by it. I'm not like, oh, I love Outer Worlds. I enjoyed it. I look forward to playing that, but I'm not like, I got to go buy it day one. So this is a game that is perfect to me for Game Pass. And unfortunately, yes, I will return Ghost of Yotei. Remember Yotei, Todd? Think of Taylor Swift, Ghost of Yotei. Tay. I have no interest in this game. And what's funny, Todd, is I platinumed Ghost of Tsushima. I actually
really
enjoyed it for the most part, but the non-skippable cutscenes in the Sucker Punch games, and I just experienced it in Infamous Second Son as well. They gotta do something. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, don't you want to watch a story? Yes, of course. Yes, I do.
The first time.
But I just let me read it quickly. I don't need to hear, and especially when it comes to like side missions, some of the side stuff in Ghost of Tsushima was really dumb. And you just like, can you go get me some sticks, or can you?
The flame sword was amazing, though.
I'm just saying, some of that it's like I don't need to sit through 5 minutes of dialogue doing nothing to hear you explain why you need this bowl of water or something. So I will get to this eventually. But it's strange, Todd. Like, I feel like all those great PlayStation IP that came out during the PS4 gen that I liked for the most part, I don't think there's been one sequel where I was like, yeah, I really loved that. So, and I've played,
and there's not been many of them either this generation, which is kind of sad.
okay, true exclusive. Like this is
Yeah.
PS5 only, I'm assuming, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I don't know. I don't
Finally.
even, okay.
Finally, that and Returnal and a few others, maybe.
So like,
Yeah.
okay, so like I still need to play. We can talk about that later, but
Yes.
yes, so I am not as high on Yote as maybe I thought I was going to be, but
Okay.
interested to hear what your picks are.
Interesting. Yes. Mine are probably the opposite. Well, actually completely opposite
Yep.
because I am buying Ghost of Yote.
Wow. Are you really,
Um,
or is this a GameFly, Todd?
I will be playing I will be playing it and completing it. Cuz actually, I could probably rent all of these games, Dan. So I mean, truly, I would just rent them all, um, because I could just do Battlefield, or I could get the EA Play Pro or whatever it is called. So I could do that. But my heart of hearts in order is going to be Ghosts of Yote because I absolutely there's something about that combat in Ghost of Tsushima, the way
It
the
was
wind
very great
blew,
combat.
beautiful. Loved it. Loved the story.
Cinematic.
Yes, very cinematic. Loved it. Now you'd think, well, was it the ninja piece of it that I really love? The samurai piece? Well, that would have taken me to Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I'm like, well, if I'm going to play one, I really want to play the one I really loved. I don't think it was going to scratch my itch for that. So that's where I landed with my buy. So my rent will be Outer Worlds 2 because truly is, once again, a rental on Game Pass. I love the first game. I never played the DLC. I don't know why.
I heard
Just
that the
yeah.
mystery one was really good, and I've thought
Oh, was
about
it okay?
buying it multiple times, but I just never got to it.
I am curious though, considering what they've been doing at Obsidian since they've come over to Xbox.
Killed it.
They
Just killing it.
they are the strongest studio that Xbox
Yep.
has in regards to just consistency of great releases. They don't take a lot of time.
Well-made game. You loved Avowed too, and I think Avowed is underrated. The more I think about it, story sucked. Yeah, kind of. Not the best,
Well, I
but
enjoyed it. I just
overall
need to
gameplay.
get back to it. Yes,
Oh,
I
okay.
loved it. I thought it was really cool. Enjoyed it quite a bit. I only got two of the companions so far, so there's more to get in that game. It was great, but it does what you love. It's that fast conversation where you be like, you're reading it faster and just clicking. And I mean, I believe Mass Effect was the same way. I think they would allow you to go quick, which is great. I love that. So I am curious to see what they've done and if they've been able to say we're going to keep the game shorter, but we're going to focus on great combat, have some fun storylines, be a little bit more comedic, to be a comparison against Starfield, because that was kind of what we wanted, was a space adventure in the Bethesda universe, and that's what they gave us. So based on Avowed and the lessons they learned with that, I'm very excited about Outer Worlds. I loved the combat in that game, very fun. But yes, it wasn't. I think it has more opportunity to become a great game, because I
This
think
could
that
be
game
like
is
the Assassin's Creed 2 for them for
yes,
Outer Worlds.
because I can't remember who published the Outer Worlds. It was like Private Division or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, it was.
So I don't even know if they got the budget they wanted, the time to do it. So I'm glad now
But
they've
that
got
just
the time to do it.
reinforces again Obsidian
Yes.
killing it with what they have.
Oh yeah,
It just
absolutely.
incredible.
Great studio. And then this is the Harper, because Battlefield 6, I really enjoyed the beta, but I just know myself, I'm not a multiplayer player. I just couldn't see myself jumping into it. I mean, I have
You gotta
Helldivers
jump
2
in
and
with us, Todd. I
well,
think
I
you would
mean,
enjoy it more if you could play with a solid group of people in a big squad. And that's the beauty of Battlefield, is like you contribute. Really, the people who win those matches
mhm.
are people like you who are doing the little things. You don't have to get kills. You could literally get 0 kills and be the top scorer and be the biggest contributor to a team winning. It's just doing other things that you can do to support the team that's what really matters in Battlefield. And that's what I love about it.
Well, maybe I'll dive in and play it on EA Play Pro. It's $15,
Or you
and
can
you get to play all
GameFly
the EA games,
crossplay, thank God.
or potentially, depending on how popular it is. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. But I really enjoyed the beta. I was like, oh, I'm in the tank. Oh, I'm here. I'm there. I'm doing all these fun things that were just great. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't have to feel. And I felt like there was another game. Oh, it was this is a throwback. I think it was Resistance 2 multiplayer. Loved it to pieces because I felt like I was a support character. I was like using my medic gun to heal people. I wasn't necessarily worried about doing anything like that. And I feel like that is what's great about this game versus Call of Duty, where you have to be the hero saving the day. You're the guy doing everything. That is not my type of play. So it's kind of like more like some people Overwatch, where you don't have to be the hero. You're helping your team.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what they do. And I know they're going to be bringing up probably a free to play Battle Royale, I heard, is
I'm
potentially
excited.
coming
Yeah.
down the line. So I'm very excited to see. I know they said they're not doing wacky costumes, but I don't expect that to last.
I know.
Especially if they, I mean, maybe it's all GI Joe characters, like real American
They're gonna
Hero,
do
right?
something. I've
Yeah,
seen some of
yeah,
the ones in 2042, and they
yeah.
started off, all militaristic, and then they saw like a Santa Claus one eventually.
There you
Like, come
go.
on,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Whatever. We'll see.
It's all the Expendables, like
Yeah.
Commando,
They're going to do
Rambo,
all,
yeah,
all army related
Dolph Lundgren.
movies.
It'd be great. Yeah, so that's where we stand. This one wasn't too controversial because those are all good games. So there wasn't really a hard one in the bunch.
Yeah, they're
And
all
this just
solid. I
shows
agree.
we've got a very solid year ahead of us. And so, but before we get into those games that are coming out, Dan, we got to talk about what we've been playing.
Yeah.
So it's all about.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't write it in here, but
It's okay.
platinum number 48 was Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. You're getting my first review right here. I'd give it a solid
All right.
8 out of 10. I haven't played any of the other Ninja Gaidens before, but I thoroughly enjoyed this one. What's the developer called, Todd? Don't Emu is the publisher, but it's like oh gosh, the Game Kitchen. Whoever made Ninja Gaiden, I'm so sorry. Please look it up for me, Todd.
Okay.
I'm starting to become a huge fan. Loved Blasphemous 1. I still think Blasphemous 2 is their best game, but Ninja Gaiden Ragebound was a fun hack and slash, level based. I guess that's how I would describe it. 2D platformer is the best way to describe it.
Okay.
I didn't find the levels being very difficult at all, whereas in Blasphemous, I would die a lot getting through the world. The bosses, for the most part, were pretty reasonable. You've been playing this a little bit, haven't you, Todd, or tried
I
it?
have not. I've played the other
Oh,
Ninja game, and I'm going to talk about that.
okay.
Yeah, but I've heard good things about this. It was the Game Kitchen who made this game.
Game Kitchen.
And
Shout out. Oh, those guys are
yes.
so good. And I just want to say there were 2 bosses in particular that were driving me a little insane. But Todd, if you're a fan of the TMNT Turtles in Time
Mhm.
brawlers,
Absolutely.
but with a little bit more difficulty, but it's
Okay.
manageable. I highly recommend this game. It is absolutely fantastic. I thought you were saying you played this on Switch and it didn't run well. Was that Shinobi instead?
So Shinobi, I did play it on the Switch 2, the demo, but I got a deal on Steam. It was through another reseller for
Mhm.
like 25% off. I got Shinobi Art of Vengeance, so I'm playing it on PC. So I
Okay.
will talk a little bit more about that. But
Yeah.
I have been wondering about, because I was hoping there maybe was a demo of Ragebound, but I haven't seen any. So I really don't know. I mean, but like you said, so it's just a
Yeah,
side-scrolling action
you
platformer.
correct. That's
Okay.
exactly what I would say it is. And the combat against most of the enemies is pretty basic. But there's usually like a boss at the end of
Sure.
every
Okay.
level. Not everyone, but probably like every 2 or 3. And it's just it just takes me back to like the SNES days, Todd, like in a really, really good
Okay.
way. Like the look, the feel, the cutscenes, the music, like it's just an incredibly well made game. And I think it's sitting like an 86 or 87 on Metacritic, and it totally deserves it. Um, I don't know. The best part of it is it's got accessibility settings
Oh,
in
that's
there.
great.
And
Okay.
so like I think the standard difficulty, I think I've heard multiple people say like maybe the standard difficulty is not hard enough, but I feel like it's
Hmm.
pretty good. I think it's actually really
Okay.
good minus the 2 boss. There are 2 bosses where I'm like, this is hard. Like this is, you got to be perfect.
Okay.
But to counter that, Todd,
Mhm.
are these accessibility settings. You can turn it to where you have infinite rage bound, which is like your heavy attack. You can have it to
Okay.
where you take 0 damage. And you can have it to where it slows down time, because there are these kind of like these quick platforming levels
Mhm.
that you have to do to get through. And they're very like timing oriented, and you can slow down time, and there's something else in there, but it's they do a really good job being like, hey, if this is too hard, you can put damage down to 75%, 50%, 25, 0%. If you feel like this isn't hard enough, we can make it a little bit harder. And then the second part of it is getting the platinum. You have to beat it on New Game Plus to get to this.
Okay, I was going to ask you if there was a new game plus.
And I don't know how anybody could do it without the accessibility stuff. And you'll even see people talk about, like, it goes from like being, I feel like, perfectly balanced with the difficulty, whereas Blasphemous is just a little bit Soulsish, where it's like you really got to master it, to where I feel like Ragebound can be played by basically anybody. And then when you go to the New Game Plus, Todd, it's insane. I don't know how anybody can beat any level, and I'm sure there are freaks out there doing it without like no damage and stuff like that. There's like way more obstacles, way more enemies. You take way more the damage. The bosses take way less damage. I'm not gonna lie, I turned my damage to be I didn't take any to 0%. So I would just walk through the levels and then hack and slash at the bosses, because I'm like, I'm not doing this. This is absolutely insane. And but that's to me is, I love that they allow you to tweak the game a little bit to how you want. And I think we talked about this with Indiana Jones too before, about how you can tweak it.
I don't want stealth, or I forget what some of the other settings were.
Yeah.
Those made it more
And
enjoyable.
so
I think I did the same thing. I changed some of the difficulty just enough to make it was not a cakewalk, but it wasn't
exactly.
I hate this game now. I'm not enjoying it for what it was.
I would have absolutely hated going for the platinum on this if it wasn't for. I wouldn't have done it. It was insane, and I like how they made it like, hey, if you want to, you can do this on pro gamer hard mode, or you can tweak it and still get the trophies. Like, again, I think they did a fantastic job. I still think Blasphemous 2 is the better game if you're a fan of Metroidvania with a little bit of Souls-ish. But even then, like, you don't lose everything when you die in Blasphemous 2. You just lose like your magicka meter, which isn't that big of a deal either. So again, if you have any interest in a solid Metroidvania, play Blasphemous 2, or if you like the hack and slash 2D action platformer, I highly recommend Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. And like I said, the Game Kitchen, they're climbing up there. I'll play and buy whatever they make day one, because I absolutely loved it.
That's great. And the art style is I don't know if it's, you call it like that's, it's higher than 16-bit.
Yeah, but I would say high def 16-bit is what I would call it.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
And cool like little cutscenes and music at the end, and it's simple, but again, it just takes me back to playing in SNES, Todd. I think that's the best compliment I can give it, in a really, really positive way. Like, I have no complaints about the game.
That's great to hear. Now, you said platforming. Is it like I loved, what was it, the Prince of Persia Lost Crown? Love that because
next. I haven't gotten to that next.
Okay, so that has amazing just platforming where you're like, you have to have skilled platforming.
Yeah,
but it's forgiving. But it's still there. And then if you really want challenges, you can find like tokens and stuff where it's like, how would I ever even do that? And eventually,
did you play Ori, Todd?
Yes, I loved Ori.
Is it similar to Ori in that platforming, like when you're escaping the water tower and everything like that?
There is elements like that. Yes, I remember that one boss in Ori where it's like, how the hell am I ever going to get through that one chase? And I'm like, eventually I did, but it was like, you always get that one little thing like, I got to do it again. Yes.
Which one was more difficult to you, Prince of Persia or Ori?
I think they're equivalent in a lot of ways, because I think with Prince of Persia, you do have some elements that help you conquer those things, but there's other ways to do it where it's, if you want a challenge, it's there. It's kind of like Mario. The more you play that, it's like, oh, to get that 15th coin, it's really hard, and you can skip it and go on. So I think that's great to hear that this has.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, you can slow down time, but I would just say, like, this is more like Super Mario Brothers level. Like, you're just jumping over things. You're jumping over pits. You're jumping over enemy. Like, it's more like that kind of platforming. It's way more laid back than Ori or what I'm hearing about Prince of Persia. There are some parts where you have to be quick, like they're timed when you're playing as a secondary character to get to collectibles or do stuff. But I was never like, oh gosh, this sucks. It was just like, oh, I should have had that, or I should have hit this. I was never frustrated in this game at all, except for the final boss. That was a little. You got to be on the ball. That's good to hear.
This game looks awesome.
I think you would love it. Absolutely. Okay. And if you can, get it on your Switch, because if you like handheld, like for that It's Stinky Switch 2
Well,
already, performance-wise, maybe not. Maybe get this on Steam. It's
Nintendo
worth the
isn't
money.
giving any of the devs the Switch 2 units, so they're basically just making Switch
One.
ports, which aren't necessarily aren't improved by just the hardware. You still have to adjust them. So that's why I decided I'll just do that for a better
To be fair,
experience.
this game should run perfectly fine on anything,
I would think
as
so.
far as I'm
I would think
concerned.
so.
But highly recommend it. I can't talk
Great.
any more
And it
positively
looks like it's
about it.
$40, so I'm
Was
assuming
it
there'll be
really?
sales around the holiday. That's what it said. And I'm like, that seems pricey. That's gonna be more like a $30 game, but I guess it depends where you buy it. Steam, Steam is 25. So I will look for it there.
Yeah, it's it was
actually,
$25 on PSN too. So I
oh
bought it on
really? What was
PSN
that?
and
$40?
oh
Maybe
wait,
a
you might have
deluxe
been
version.
looking at the deluxe version.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to say it took me about 11 hours to do like the main story, like and collecting everything as I was going, and then maybe add another
Mhm.
hour and a half to speed through to
Okay.
get the platinum. So I'd say anywhere between 10 to maybe 9 to 15 hours, somewhere there, depending on your skill and
That
what
is
you're
the
doing.
right length.
Maybe around 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
I
Perfect.
highly recommend it. Just absolutely one of my favorite games this year, hands down, along with Blasphemous 2, even though that didn't come out this year.
Okay. No, GameStop says Ninja Gaiden Ragebound on Nintendo Switch is $40. What is that? GameStop. Go to bed. Uh, all right. Anything else you in gaming, Dan?
I played a little bit of your Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden.
Not for you.
We don't. No, I'm gonna finish it. I haven't sunk in enough time to really commit to it. I'm still at the very beginning. Like I just did my first. When you run into the hut with the guy who killed his brother or
Yes.
something like that's
Yes.
literally all I've gotten to.
Oh, and if
Okay.
you want there's a lot of
So that's
dialogue
where
in that
that's
game.
where you have to like make
Yeah.
a decision which route you're gonna
Oh,
go.
yes.
So that's where I am. I think it's pretty. I think it plays well. I just need to spend more time with it. So that I'll have more to say about that later. But then
Okay.
the other game that I've been playing um randomly, and I need to finish this, was Axiom Verge. Did you ever play this
Oh, the
game?
first one I did on the
Well, this was
PS
probably like a
Vita,
decade
maybe?
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very basic. And I'm just like, I gotta beat this. Like I've played so many other better Metroidvanias, and I know it was made by like one person or something. And
It's got charm in a
it's
way. Yeah.
it's fine, and I'm glad I tried it. I will not be playing the second one. I need to get through it.
No.
So everybody go play Blasphemous 2 and Ninja Gaiden Ragebound.
Apparently there's a bundle on Steam. You can get uh Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, also the two Blasphemous games for like
Oh,
$45.
oh,
Something like that.
instant buy. Oh my gosh. Worth every penny.
And you have not played a modern Ninja Gaiden game?
No, I haven't played. I never
What?
played the
And
ones
you're an
on
Xbox
Xbox. I know.
fan.
I never played them on
Oh,
Xbox. Never played. Maybe I need to do that. The what was the Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, whatever remake that just came
there
out?
was one that just came out that was free on Game Pass. Yeah, that would be
Or
the one
4.
to
I
play.
know. I don't know, Todd.
Yeah, so skip 3. 1 is great,
Yeah, I'll
and
probably
then we've got 4 coming out, which looks amazing.
yeah. I'm
So,
excited, but I
okay.
love this one. Can't yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, I'm going to go in a little bit of reverse order just to connect what we were talking about. So, Dan, I just want to let you know that I was in a video game tournament 2 weeks ago. We had a local con called 2D Con in Minneapolis. Amazing video game, convention. It was great. We had indie developers there. Met a few of them. They had Red Bull was doing this gaming tournament where they called it musical chairs, which was kind of fun. And I entered. And so basically 10 people were selected and you were doing rounds. So basically it was just elimination where the first 9 out of 10 would go on to the next round. And there would be the next 8 out of 9 would go to the next round. So Dan, it started off with this really weird PC, like almost like a first person obstacle course. And I think somebody made the game for them, quite honestly, made it through those levels, but it was one of those like 3D platforming when you're first person with a mouse and keyboard. Not everybody's favorite, right? Because you slide or something else, or you just miss it. There's secrets on how you get it. So I got through that. And guess what was the second game they picked? So we did 3 levels of that. What was the game they picked?
Mirror's Edge.
Super Meat Boy.
Good game.
Yes.
Great game.
So then they picked different levels, and then I got through all the levels they did, and the one I couldn't get through was a boss level. And it was just like I just kept getting stopped at a certain part. I'd go back, I'd screw up, and that game is about super precise
Yeah, you
platforming.
got to be. Yeah.
So I felt okay in the fact that I got 5th out of 10th place.
Congrats.
I got rid of some whippersnappers. It was great. And guess
This
what
was
was the
all on
game
mouse
after
and
that?
keyboard. You were playing
All
mouse and keyboard.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, with Super Meat
Super
Boy.
Meat Boy. That sounds
Yes.
awful.
It was
Absolutely
horrible.
terrible.
No, actually, no. They had a gamepad. They did have
Okay.
a
I was gonna say.
I'm like, yeah, I didn't do that, did I? No. So that was okay.
Wait,
Guess
Todd, did they make you play with this DualSense right here?
no, they get. I think it was
get it out of here.
I think it was a 360 controller.
Yeah, there we go.
A knockoff
Perfect.
one or something like that. Yeah. Oh, by the way,
Wasn't the Logitech 360 knockoff that piloted the poor submarine rip?
yes. But it was probably this one. This old
Dude, look at that
janky,
thing.
gross
Oh,
360.
janky.
Well,
That's
it's kind of bad. And then the
classic.
knockoff one, and there's a knockoff one which doesn't even have an X in it. I had to find because I couldn't find
looks the exact
new.
same.
I know, yeah.
China brand.
Because you can't buy new 360 controllers, which is just weird. Yeah,
we've evolved, Todd.
Yes,
Anyway,
yes,
I need to know what was the last game and who
the next game was Cuphead.
Dude, these
are
brutal games.
I know. So I'm like, I don't think I could have survived that. And then the last boss was a Mega Man level for a Mega Man.
Gotta be brutal. Gotta be brutal.
So
that's gotta be terrible these days.
Yeah, they did have the rewind feature, but it was kind of fun to see them do it. And one guy was just struggling.
Cool.
He was younger, very struggling. The old guy over there was just going through because he's played Mega Man before. So it was fun. It was really fun. I had a blast. They had a whole arcade and it was free play. So I was playing arcade games, all crazy arcade games. They did like a rhythm room where it was all like Dance Dance Revolution. They had shooters. It was phenomenal. Really enjoyed that. And then they had performers and just a great time with my son. So we had a good time.
Awesome.
He went with his buddy. And then so that brings me to a game like you played with Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I did buy Shinobi Art of Vengeance. It's a different approach to this because this game is, I would say, more a stylish 2D platformer. So if you think of like a Devil May Cry, where it's everything looks cool as hell when you do it. It's amazing. It's really, it feels so good when you execute these moves. It's amazing. And you're going to get power-ups all the way through this. Like you get Ninpo power, which is like if you use your heavy attacks enough, it powers it up, and then you can use it. It's like basically an insta-kill, almost like a mega bomb goes off. It's amazing. There's a dragon that does animation. And the art style is amazing. It's hand drawn and beautiful. I mean, this game is wonderful to look at. It's wonderful.
Not game, I believe, 2.5D, strictly 2D, very artistic,
2D,
modern,
beautiful.
HD.
Yes, voice actors and things like that. Really love it, and I'm just amazing. It's just amazing that this game got made because there hasn't been a Shinobi game since like 2006, like on the PlayStation 2 maybe. So it's great that we're getting a renaissance of some of these older games coming back in a really polished and new version. So I'm really enjoying that quite a bit. I had to turn it off. It was getting really late, and I just really enjoy the game. It's really amazing, and I see where it's going with like you buy power-ups and things like that, but it's really great. Animation style though, it does look like an animated game, which is amazing. If you like that art style, you don't really love like maybe the pixel art, it definitely feels more modern. So really dig that game out. And they've made a few other games in that style, but these are the guys that made Streets of Rage 4 and
I enjoyed that. I wasn't like blown away by Streets of Rage, but I enjoyed
that one. Was very stylish, beautiful, like animation style, which I really dig. So very good. Let's see, Donkey Kong Bonanza, still going at that game. That game is huge, and sometimes it's a little I like what it's doing, but I kind of prefer Super Mario Odyssey just because I felt like I knew what I was doing. This one I feel like it's all over the place. It's more open worldy, so you can whistle and find stuff. It's a collectathon, but I am enjoying it quite a bit. But
Todd, hot take, I still haven't beaten Super Mario Odyssey, and I haven't.
What?
I haven't.
The ending is so good, Dan. So good.
It's too many games.
Do that next.
I gotta do Vanishers, dude. I gotta get through my back.
Oh.
I strictly only play the Switch. That's the problem. I only play it when I'm like going on trips or
Okay.
like maybe if I'm taking Grace into practice now. Like I
What are you
know,
doing in the toilet?
like I'm doom scrolling. It's bad, Todd. It's
Okay, there you
bad.
go. Play Odyssey instead.
I know. Anyway, sorry.
No, no problem. But I am enjoying it. It's one of those games because it's on the Switch. I feel like I can watch football
Yeah,
at the
see, and
same
that's
time.
what maybe I need to do more is when I'm
Yeah,
sitting with Allie, we're watching like Temptation Island right
yeah.
now. It's like, dude, I don't need to be, I
I mean,
shouldn't be
it's
doom
not.
scrolling during this. I can be playing Super Mario
You
Odyssey.
should. You should bring you a little joy when you're like, what did they do now? What is going on here? Yes, yes. Um, yeah. So I would agree. Donkey Kong Bonanza is not for everybody, but I do enjoy the game. Beautiful. It's fun to play. High on Life, Dan. I went back to
Oh,
High on Life.
love that game.
I don't know why
Loved
I
High on
stopped it.
Life. How are you
Um,
liking it? Are you liking it?
well, I didn't realize how much I had played before, so I like to, oh, does has my still have my save? And I'm like, oh, it does. Great. So I went back into it and it was further than along than I thought I was.
Where are you playing it
And
on?
it's I'm playing it on PC.
Okay,
So Game Pass on PC. So
nice.
really fun, looks amazing. Yeah, and
Surprisingly good combat and
yes,
platforming. Am I right? Like that was the thing I was not
absolutely.
ready for. Was getting around the world. Like this
I
is
will
fun.
say this, I don't know
A
if it
little
changes, maybe
janky.
I'm too early on, but I feel like the gun, I feel like I want more guns or more
Yeah,
it just feels like a what
You kind of stick
yeah,
with, yeah, I could
kinda
see that.
boring, yeah, that's a little bit
Eh,
one note, but I do like, the dialogue. I've really gotten into Rick and
mhm.
Morty, and, the other show that I really like is Solar Opposites. Have you ever watched that show?
No, I haven't seen that.
It's
Dude, to
by
be honest, Todd, I've never seen a
yeah.
Rick and Morty either.
Oh, really? And oh, you
Yeah,
like the comedy, okay. I
I've seen
I
clips, you know?
Okay. Okay. Well, if you liked it and you hadn't seen it, Rick and Morty is definitely a show not for the kids, but it's a very very interesting game, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. So that's where I'm at currently. I just got, speaking of GameFly, where is it? Metal Gear Solid Delta has
How do you
arrived.
juggle all these games, Todd? No wonder why you don't beat anything. You're just jumping from game to game to game.
I Dan, I'm a firm believer in play as long
Play
as
what
you're
you want.
enjoying it
Yeah, that's good,
and
Todd.
step away at times. Like,
You're not
did I
obsessed
fit?
with trophies and achievements like me, Todd. Is
Well, I
what
mean,
you
I didn't finish Doom: The Dark Ages, but I really enjoyed what I play of it. But I've played like a level 11 out of 14. I'm like, maybe it's time for this game to be over.
Then you'll like Ninja Gaiden. It doesn't overstay its welcome, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, I like Avowed didn't finish that, and so I get a little
Yeah.
taste of games, and I kind of feel what's drawing me in. It doesn't take a game
What
to
was the
force me.
last game
So
you finished, Todd?
I mean, Indiana Jones finished that. It was amazing.
That's
Love that.
and that
But I
should
was
say
late to the
something,
party
man.
on that one. I was late to the party on that one, but I did really got into it.
Good.
I beat South of Midnight. Really enjoyed that game.
Another game that respects your time.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a good
yeah.
one. I
I'm a
forgot
big
about
fan
that.
of no fat on the bone. Just
Yeah, me too.
get
Leave
to
you
it. Not
wanting more.
I'm not a grind fest. That's where I feel like Doom: The Dark Ages. I feel like that game stretched it out
Yeah.
way too
I kind
much.
of agree with you, Todd. Like, the more I reflect back on Doom, and again, I loved it too. I still think
Yeah.
Doom 2016 is my favorite. I would play like a level a night, and I'm like, I can't do any more of this. Like, it's just a little too much.
Nobody wants to go to a 5-hour death metal concert, Dan.
I
That's the
understand.
best way
Yeah,
to
so
put it.
I totally agree with you on that one.
So that's what I've been playing. So I'm really looking for some more games coming out, and I'll dip in to see what else is out there. I really want to play
We've
more on
got a lot.
Switch, but I've got to figure out what the games that are really drawing me in, and I really don't touch my PlayStation. I
Yeah,
did play Madden. I did play Madden, which
the new one.
yes, I did play a little bit of the
Oh,
new
nice,
Madden. I
dude. I
mean,
haven't played Todd. I haven't played a Madden since like college, or maybe I played a little. And I'm like, I always want to, and I'm like, I just don't. I just can't do this anymore. I just don't have the time. I
well,
barely have enough time, so I'm like, I want to play games that I'm just not gonna. And I feel like I'm getting a little bit more back than simulating football. And I love Madden. Like Todd, I was one of those guys in high school and college, day
mhm,
one Madden,
okay.
midnight launch Madden, like die hard franchise, co-op franchise. And then when they started to do the stupid Madden team and then everyone got
Yeah.
obsessed with that, I hate that. Todd, why is it 2025 and I can't have a franchise where me and you are playing on the same team at the same time and we just play our franchise through?
It's like Call of Duty, Dan. It's like you got to navigate all of the traps of paying money or something to
It's
finally get the
so
way you
bad.
do.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Oh, you know what you can do, Dan, from EA? They're like, you guys can join what is it called? The stupid packs, the whatever the stupid cards are. You can join one of those leagues
Oh,
and play together,
no.
or you can be
No.
in a league where you're playing against the computer and see who wins, and then play against each other maybe at some point. That's not what I want to do, Todd. I want me and Todd. I want Todd to be my center, and I want to be back there at quarterback, and I want you to hike me the ball and block, or maybe you can be a wideout or running back, do whatever, and I hand you the ball, and we're both playing on defense on the same side of the ball as well. But no, EA doesn't like fun. They want to just gouge us for
Well,
stupid
they've
Madden packs.
overcomplicated to a certain extent. I mean, I would love a simple arcade version of the game, 5-minute
Hmm.
quarters, playing really quick and having fun. I mean, I built my arcade
Yeah,
machine here because I've
that's
got
great.
NFL Blitz on that bad boy. I can play Wayne Gretzky hockey. I can play NHL hits, whatever I want to play. It's fun. I want more of those experiences, and I thought we were going to get one. I thought Activision was going to make I thought 2K was going to make a football game. It was going to be more like action versus simulation, but I have not heard anything. Now, I really loved college football last year. It was a lot of fun, but once again, they're just going deeper into the complications, getting into more of the simulation, plus also are you doing draft your teams and are not draft your teams, but are you going to then have to recruit and do things like that? Which for me, not for me, it's for some people, even though I play fantasy football. So, I don't know, Dan. We will see what's going to happen. But with that, that's what I've been playing. So now, Dan, hey, Secret Friends Unite, let me tell you about Zencaster. We use them for our show, and now they're supporting us. Zencaster is now the all-in-one solution making podcasting easy. It's the ultimate web-based podcasting solution. Provides high-quality audio and video podcast production and hosting. With a full suite of professional tools, podcasters can seamlessly record, produce, and publish studio-quality content, all from one dashboard. Being a creator has never been easier. And we chose Zencaster because of the ease of use, high quality output, and it makes it super easy for our guests to come on. We had multiple solutions we tried before, and Zencaster has just been the best fit for us. Why Zencaster? It's now super easy to record a podcast with Zencaster. Log in using your browser and start recording a high quality podcast right away. Record studio quality sounds and up to 4K video with your guests. Feel a sense of Zen knowing Zencaster's multi layered backups ensure you always have your recordings in the highest quality, even if the connection is unstable. Have you ever worried what you sound like? Zencaster's post production process makes you sound buttery smooth. It automatically removes those ums and ahs in your recording. It removes those awkward pauses in conversation too. Set the right podcast loudness and levels while reducing background noise with a click of a button. So, if you're interested in making an easy, high quality podcast just with the click of a browser button, go to zencaster.com/pricing and use my code SFU1. You'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencaster paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experiences I do for all my podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story. Now back to the show. The bonus round, where we're talking about the fall games that we're excited for in our game of the year predictions on what we think after what will come out, kind of where do we think that will
Mhm.
those chips will land based on what we know what has come out so far and what will be coming out in the next 3 months. So at this point, would you rather look at what are the top games of the year so far or look at what's coming out?
I can already tell you. Here's the game of the year nominations for the Keeley Awards. We already know it's going to be Expedition 33. What should we
Death
call it?
Stranding 2.
Death Stranding 2. Hollow Knight Silk Song will somehow probably get
Mhm.
on there. Sony's got to have someone as always because you can't have a Keeley Awards show
It'll
without
be
a
Yote
Sony
then,
represent. Ghost of Yote will be
'cause that's their
there.
only new game. Yeah.
And then what's the other one that I'm forgetting? What's the other? Oh, Donkey Kong Bonanza. You got to have a Nintendo one
True, a
on there.
Nintendo game or Mario Kart
And
World, I guess. I'm
no,
not
no,
sure
no.
which
It'll be
one. Yeah.
Donkey Kong for
Okay.
sure. And that's five. I feel like we're forgetting one. I feel like we're forgetting a big
Well,
one that came
I'll
out this year.
go through
Where
the
is that?
list of the top 20 games right now.
Where
So
is this
these are the
list?
top 20 games. It's the
Oh,
second
okay,
link.
I see it. I see it.
So this is Open Critic. This is their top. There's the top 20
Split
games of
Fiction, that was the
2025.
other one. That's got to be
There
there
you
because
go.
of Joseph Ferris. There's the
So
6 right there.
we'll go from the bottom to the top.
Okay.
So we have Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. So this is a Switch remaster. 87 on Open Critic. Shinobi Art of Vengeance. 87. Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4. Not even a complete game. 88. Dawnfolk, a game I've never heard of. 88. Monster Train 2. This is like a card game. 88. Abiotic Factor. 88. Street Fighter 6 Years 1 and 2 Fighters Edition. So this is just a Game of the Year Collection Edition.
Okay.
88. I guess you get some of the content. Star Invaders. Never heard of it. 88. The Talos Principle Reawakened. 88. Eartheon. I think I've heard of that. 88. Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo, Dan.
Okay, yeah.
89. Keep driving. 89.
Poor Kingdom Come's gonna get cut off. Sorry,
yeah.
you're out.
89. Monster Hunter Wilds. 89. Blueprints. 89. That kind of took the world by storm for a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
Death Stranding on the Beach.
We drafted that one, by the way. We drafted that.
All right, good play. Split Fiction. 91. Donkey Kong Bonanza. 91.
We also drafted that. Picked that up free agency right
Very
there.
good.
That's one of ours.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Overrated.
Shinjuku?
Shujinku.
94.
Wow, that's the highest rated game.
What is it even? What is this game? I'm trying to look for
PC,
some type of
PS5,
description.
PS4. Well, here's the thing, Todd. We already just said it. It's going to be Claire, Donkey Kong, Split Fiction, Death Stranding. What was the last one?
Donkey Kong?
Did I say Donkey Kong? Oh, Ghost of Yote. Yeah, and so here's the other one. Here's the other wild card. So now we're talking about games that we're anticipating, right?
To come, yes.
You were just saying, when am I gonna dust off my Stinky Switch 2 already? Todd, are we gonna see Metroid Prime 4 this year? Is that coming out, dude?
We are. It's been rated by ESRB in other
Really?
countries. And we are supposedly getting a Switch Direct next week.
Really? Because here's the thing. We also drafted that. That was our number one pick in Fantasy.
Did anybody counterpick you?
No. So we didn't do counterpicks, thank God.
Okay.
And so I really need this game to come out. Because if not, everything's going to fall apart for us. That was our first. We picked up Donkey Kong. We had a feeling about. Do you know what our third pick was, Todd? Freaking Civ 7. I don't know what the heck Jose
and that one did not get any love.
79.
Oh no.
Okay, we could have
look at mine. Yeah.
Anyway, so there's one game I'm anticipating, and then I'm looking. You have the list right here, right? Okay, let's see what else.
So let's just go through this really quick. Can you tell me if there's one you want to stop on? Metal Eden, Hirogami. These are all September games. Hell is Us.
I'm interested in Hell is Us. I don't know enough about it.
Hollow Knight.
I will be playing that on Game Pass eventually.
Yes.
Okay, I want to hear it. Let's stop right there. Hollow Knight. I beat the first one.
Oh, you did?
I don't get the hype. I don't get the hype.
Gave up.
I did a majority of it. Where do I go? Todd, if I didn't have a guide telling me step by step which direction where to go, I would still be playing that game right now because it's one of the worst games when it comes to giving you any clue on what to do next. It's absurd.
That's why people love it. It's almost like and I know you're a big fan of FromSoft games where they don't explicitly tell you anything. Yeah, right. It's like vague. They want you to like explore and find.
But even Elden Ring, Todd, gave me I never felt like I was completely lost in Elden Ring.
Okay. I
felt like I was completely lost in Hollow Knight and would never have finished this game if I didn't have a guide telling me explicitly where to go to next. And the thing about Hollow Knight, I was shout out to LSM and Dustin Furman. He was talking about playing it. He said he had never beaten it and he was getting frustrated. And I completely forgot about this. Like, this game is brutal when it comes to checkpoints. Like if you'll go so far into an area and you're like, where's my bench to save? Because I do not want to have to do this all over again.
No.
And I remember that was one thing that really pissed me off. So Hollow Knight, I'll get to you eventually. I don't understand the hype. I'll play that down the road. I'm not playing it day one because you know what game I am playing day one? And I completely forgot that this is just a couple days away. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was Game of the Year 2024. And we have the Order of the Giants DLC coming out on September 4th. Todd, this snuck up on me. I'm stopping everything I'm doing. I'm not playing Banishers. I'm not playing Axiom Verge. I'm going straight into Indiana Jones.
That's what you do,
and the
Dan.
Great Circle and the
Follow
Order of
your
Giants.
heart.
My gosh, I completely forgot about this. I'm so hyped to be playing more Indiana Jones.
Follow your heart, Dan.
I
don't play games out of spite like Bacon does to get the trophies. Ugh. Don't do it. It's not good for your soul. Follow your whimsy, and you'll be a happy person. I think this is great that it's getting the support, and it's obviously it's out on. Is it coming to Switch?
Yes,
or not yet. Did it already come out on Switch? Because this does
not
not
say.
Oh,
no, it doesn't say it there.
Okay, so maybe it will be on Switch.
It will be, yeah.
That's great though. I'm glad it's gonna. Is this $20? How much is it? I know some people got the deluxe edition.
Probably, and I got I knew I was going to be playing it day one, so I got the expansion thing. I'm ready to roll.
Okay, do you get a discount like on Game Pass for DLC?
Yeah, I think you do.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, I will look for you right now.
Excellent. So we go to Star Wars Outlaws on Switch, which I've heard is not looking good. Shooting Order, don't know what that is. Chronos: The New Dawn, that is the new game by Bluebird Team, which looks like
interested. I still need to do Silent Hill 2 before I do anything. So
I did not enjoy that game, but that's just me. It wasn't for me. So
I never played the original. I played Silent Hill 1 on PS1. Still have nightmares about it.
Exactly.
Still cannot play that game. Did beat it using cheats. Still afraid of it. And I will be playing. I will be doing Silent Hill 2 eventually. I'll get that on PC.
It's a good spooky season game. So get ready for it. You got a month. Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Everybody's Golf, Hot Shots, fun. Demon X Machina, Titanic Science Coming to Everything was originally a Switch exclusive back in the day. That's I believe it's a mech battle game. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 DLC. Call of the Sea. Okay, that was that game that was on other consoles before. Now it's coming to Switch. Garfield Kart 2, All You Can Drift.
No. I'm going to stop. Call of the Sea. I'm interested in that because I love, this is by the people who made, why can't I remember? Journey, right?
No.
That's Sword of the Sea. That's Sword of the Sea.
Sword of the Sea. Yes,
that's the one I want to play.
This is a game that was already out on other systems.
Yes. Okay. I'm getting confused.
Yeah, it's just coming to Switch now. You don't want Garfield,
apparently. Wait. Here we go. I got one for you, Todd. Arena Breakout Infinite. This is one that Matt Valdez has been talking about in the Discord, pimping it out. He says this is Crafton Games or something. Or maybe it was somebody in China.
Immersive tactical extraction shooter on Steam by More Fun Studios.
Yeah, and he was saying this is their version of an extraction shooter. I don't know. Shout out to Matt Valdez. He's been pushing this. Maybe I'll check that one out because it is getting a Steam release.
Everybody has a game, Dan. Everybody has a game. We're getting Borderlands 4. I will see. I'm kind of Borderlands out. Lego Voyagers, that's a co-op platformer. Little Witch in the Woods, cozy game, I believe. Skate is getting a beta, I believe, and then it's going to come out and it's going to be free to play. So nothing to play. Play it if you want. Frostpunk 2, Trails in the Sky, first chapter. It's a big JRPG series. Dying Light the Beast. It's a series I've just never really gotten into.
Really? You never played the first Dying Light?
I don't like first person parkouring. It didn't do anything for me.
I actually appreciated that uniqueness of the game, was playing that. I enjoyed the first one, never got to any of the sequels.
I think if it wasn't...
Did you play Dead Island?
Open world. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I think if it was an open world, I'd enjoy more of a standardized story versus going out and doing all this. Because it kind of just felt like, more missions.
See, I liked that part of the exploration. And because that was one where, when it was nighttime, it would get a little crazy, more spooky and stuff. And I think I played that more co-op. So that's probably why I enjoyed it more.
Sure. Yeah.
But I'll be skipping this one. Sorry.
Toa and the Guardian of the Sacred Tree, Slime Rancher 2, Baby Steps, Blade and Soul Heroes, Sonic Racing Crossworlds, If you don't have a Switch, you get a racer. Silent Hill F, that is the Japanese Silent Hill game that is on everything. Silent Hill 2 is still only on PlayStation. So I
And
think Luke
PC.
Lower was even asking about this, like saying, well, will Silent Hill 2 come out on Xbox now? And I'm like, no, because Silent Hill F is coming out. So maybe the following year, Silent Hill 2 will come to
See
Xbox.
that reminds me, Todd. I was planning on maybe waiting to just buy Silent Hill on Xbox PC if it's
Okay.
available. But I'm in no rush. I still have to beat what's that terrible game that gave me nightmares, Todd?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Visage. I still
Yes,
have to do
which
that.
I've
That's my
never
spooky
heard of.
game.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm all spookied out. But I did want to stop on. What did you? Never. Oh yeah, it's later. Go ahead.
Okay. EA Sports Football Club 26, Pac-Man World 2 Repack, Hotel Barcelona, Artillery Resiliana, The Red Alchemist and the White Guardian, Alien Rogue Incursion, Evolved Edition, Nicktoons, and the Dice of Destiny. This is like I think it's like Diablo with those characters. Final Fantasy Tactics, The Ivlis Chronicles. Is
Pause
that the
right
one,
there.
Dan?
So my brother literally is the biggest Final Fantasy Tactics fan ever anywhere. He was diehard for this on PS1. He's been waiting all his life to be able to replay
Really?
this, and I'm so happy that he will be able to play this remaster. And he's a strict Xbox fanboy. He will not be playing. He was a big PS1 fanboy, obviously, because he played it on it. But he's like, I will not be getting a PlayStation to play these, the pixel remaster and all this. And remember, we've just eventually got those on Xbox.
Sure.
I'm so happy that this is launching on Xbox day one. I will be gifting this to him. I just wanted to shout out Final Fantasy Tactics. I wasn't a big fan of it, but for my brother, I'm gonna absolutely get this for him.
So, to that point, would he be interested in like the Xbox Ally X, one of those handhelds to stay in that format, or does he still want the couch experience?
He's a console fanboy. He's thought about PC gaming. Like I think he would have really benefit from getting a laptop because he's always wanted to play Morrowind and Skyrim and Oblivion with mods and stuff like that. But my brother's the cheapest guy you'll ever meet, and he will not spend the money on a decent laptop. So yeah.
Well, I would say he could get like the Ally X and dock it and mod it because it's essentially a PC.
Shout out to Todd. I gotta interrupt. This is my son. This is Grayson G.
Grayson,
say hi to Todd
hello.
Oxter.
How are you? How are you?
Grayson, what was the last game you beat recently?
Super Mario Wonder.
This kid beat Super Mario Wonder before me.
That's a hard game.
And Donkey Kong before me.
Make your dad play Odyssey.
He says I need to play Super Mario Odyssey now. You still have to beat Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, great game.
The one with the 3D Mario and the
you throw a hat.
And you throw the hat and you turn into things.
Yeah,
good job. Love you, son. Shout out to Grayson. Good night to my son. Sorry, Todd.
Aw. Speaking of which, my son started his sophomore year today at the University of Minnesota. So he's got his apartment.
Shout out.
He's a grown kid. All right. Lego Party, which I heard is probably going to be a fun game if you like a party game and you don't own a Switch. Dan, now we get into October. So we talked about September. I'll be honest, not a lot of bangers. I mean, some good games. Nothing like is like.
What are you talking about? October 10th, Battlefield 6.
No. I was just talking about. September. I don't think anything in September will break through that I saw. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Final Fantasy Tactics will break through.
I hear a lot of people are like overwhelmed by September, but Todd, I'm right there with you. I don't have very many games that I'm like, I'm actually excited because I'm like, I need to get into my backlog.
We all need a break. Yeah. I'm excited to finish some games. So let's go to October because this is where it really starts heating up. We're going to get some great games and it's going to be a lot of fun. Blue Protocol Star Resonance. No clue. Ghosts of Yotai. Oh my goodness, Yotai. I know.
I'm happy for you. I'm glad you're gonna have to tell me what you think of it, and I'm interested to see how this game does because I feel like, I got a weird feeling about this one. I'm like, how are people really this hyped, or are PlayStation fans just really thirsty for anything first party that's an official first party PlayStation game on the PS5 exclusive to the PS5?
It can be both. It's probably a little bit of both. And I am interested to see where this game fits differently than Tsushima. Is it going to be a different style of focus? It looks like it will be. This is a revenge tale where she's taking down different tribes and she are different leaders. So I'm excited for, especially after watching Shogun, and I love Blue Eye Samurai. And that surprises me why Bacon isn't doing it, but he's going to wait till it comes out on PC, so it makes sense for him.
Yeah.
But very excited for that. Life is Strange Collection, Digimon Story, Time Stranger. This game, Dan, Kingmakers. Have you seen this? Okay, this is the game where a dude gets dropped into medieval times with a shotgun or a machine gun with a truck and has to take down armies.
Wow, I'm looking at it right now.
It's a crazy game. So
it's
I think
like the gorilla versus 1,000 men.
Exactly.
Stuff.
Exactly. Can you do that? Can you drop one guy in with modern artillery? You maybe even give him a helicopter or something, kind of like a dragon in Game of Thrones, one dragon versus armies.
See, this is the wacky stuff you're not going to see from Xbox or PlayStation first party. That's for sure. Shout out to these people giving us the real games right here.
That's what happens. That's where PC, the opportunity to break through really comes through PC, not through the big titles on console. Absalom, this game looks great. This is like an old school, beautiful beat 'em up game, kind of like Castle Crashers type of game. Looks amazing. Really love the art style. It's kind of like that, more hand drawn. Really cool. Yooka-Laylee Playly. This is a 3D platformer that came out from the Rare devs, the ex-Rare devs that made Banjo. They made this game. Not that great, but they got a retake on this game to make it the game they wanted it to be. Looks like a lot of fun. I will see how it is if it gets reviewed well. I may dip back in because I love 3D platformers. Disgaea 7 Complete, Dreams of Another, Little Nightmares 3, Pixel Junk Eden 2, Battlefield 6.
I'll be there day one after reviews.
Are you getting like the deluxe collector's edition?
Yeah, I probably
or whatever?
will. I'll probably get the $100 one. Yeah.
Will this game be able to escape the insanity of just people going nuts how bad it launches and that, or will this game, because of the beta work that they did, you think it's going to be stronger? Because I heard good things about the beta. I didn't have any problems getting into the beta, and a lot of people played it.
We'll see. I don't trust DICE, so until they prove me wrong, I don't believe you.
Little Nightmares Enhanced Edition, Just Dance 2026, no longer on the Wii U, no longer on the Wii.
Rip.
Or the PS4, apparently. Wow. Pokemon Legends Z to A, October 16th. This will probably sell the most of any game this year, maybe. I don't know. Coming to both the Switch and Switch 2. Keeper. This is from Double Fine. Indie darlings that are on Xbox. Looks fun.
Another perfect. I love Psychonauts 2. Probably realistically was my 2021 game of the year. I love Double Fine. I still need to play the original Psychonauts. I never got to that, but I will definitely be checking this. This is another game where I'm thankful I have Game Pass because this is not something I would just buy normally day one. So
check it out, see if you like it, and encourage people like maybe Nissa would like this game because it's a little bit more story, more artful. Has a nice indie feeling to it. Then we have Jurassic World Evolution 3. I believe that's like more like a sim park, kind of building your Jurassic Park, right?
Yeah.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. This is a game I'm surprised is coming out. I know it got reviewed well in the latest Game Informer, and they were talking about it, but this game was like delayed multiple times. I'm really intrigued. I just don't know how well it's going to be reviewed.
Is this the sequel to Redfall? Is that what I'm saying?
No, the original Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines came out like in, I think it was like 1996.
All right.
This is the sequel many years later. Then we have Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault. Missed Ninja Gaiden 4 coming out. It's on Game Pass. Give it a try there. Looks pretty awesome. Platinum developed the game. Double Dragon Revive. This is going to be another side-scrolling beat 'em up like old Double Dragon. So maybe you'll like it if you like that type of game. Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault. My son loved Moonlighter 1 on Xbox. Just played it because it was on Game Pass. So really cool. Plants vs. Zombies Replanted. This is a remake of the first game, I believe. I really love that game a lot. I remember playing with my son on my lap, playing this game when he was a little kid. So it means a lot to me.
Yeah.
He loved the zombie, or was it the neighbor the first person or third person shooter version.
Yeah.
He loved that too. Persona 3 Reload coming to Switch 2. Once Upon a Katamari. Hyper Dimension Neptunia Rebirth Trilogy.
What a title.
The Outer Worlds 2.
Great Game
October
Pass.
29th. October 29th. So it's in between Battlefield 6 and between Call of Duty, I believe.
Yeah, and Arc Raiders, which Eric is super pumped for.
Does it really compete against those games though? I don't know.
No, and that's the beauty of Game Pass though, Todd. Like
Yeah.
I will download this, but I might not get this until, next year. But
Yeah.
Excited to eventually get to it.
All right. I'm excited for this. So, depending on when I can get into it, I will really enjoy playing that game. Dragon Quest 1 and 2.
Ooh, we
HD
drafted that, Todd. What do you
remake.
think? Is that going to be a good one?
I think so. It's kind of weird they're doing 2 games in one. So are they just really giving them both the same treatment? Did one get more of a special treatment than the other versus the other one? I believe that was just a standalone release. So I think it'll do well. I think the first one did really well. So I think you're in a good spot. But we'll see. Arc Raiders. We'll see what if Eric is the only one playing this game, though.
Yes.
And part of our team, because I don't know anybody else who's that really excited about it, except the crowd, and I don't know anybody in the crowd.
Yeah, I didn't get to play the beta. I know Jose and Bacon did, and they liked it, but I don't know, Todd. Battlefield 6 is coming in strong, but it's a completely different kind of game, extraction shooter.
Extraction shooters are very different, and they are full price. So I think they're like $40 or $50 to play.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this one gonna be like? I think it was gonna be like 40 or something like that.
Yeah. So there is a barrier to entry for that type of game compared to other games. So
then Battlefield's gonna be a full price game too.
True. But I feel like that's going to drop with a campaign and
you're right,
multiplayer. So I feel like there's a little more there with it. Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage, Harvest Moon Home Sweet Home Edition, Mina the Hollower. I did play a demo of that game, very cute, by the guys who did Shovel Knight. It's cute. It looks like a Zelda game on Game Boy.
I've heard so much about this, but it's also been delayed so much. I'm like, all right, let's just see this already. I'm interested.
Try the demo if you're interested.
Okay.
It's pretty good, but just not for me. Then Terminator 2D No Fate. This game looks so amazing. It's like the Genesis game that never released. It looks amazing.
It does look good. This is one where I'm like, do we pick this up in our fantasy critically? Because it looks pretty good. You're right. Look at that. You're right. It does look like Sega Genesis. That's awesome.
I love it. Okay, so we have October now. There's not a lot of spooky games, surprisingly, which is, usually you do get one. Out of these, I mean, Battlefield 6.
Battlefield 6 for me.
Ninja Gaiden 4 could be a hidden treasure.
Keepers one I'll play.
Yeah, so there's quite a few games.
Are you thinking like, could any of these be like Game of the Year contenders?
That's what I'm wondering. Will any of these games nothing?
I don't
Game
think.
Of the Year?
I think the only thing that has a possibility of being Game of the Year that hasn't released yet is Ghost of Yotei, and that's already going to get a nod from Keeley. And Silk Song. Well, I mean, Silk Song's basically here too.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking like further on, maybe if it's a miracle it comes out. The only other one I can think of would be Metroid Prime 4.
Correct. And that may get a release because I think there's no November game for Nintendo yet. Because we have Pokemon in October. I believe we're getting Air Riders in December.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. Like, you forgot about Air Riders. Oh, my God.
I know. Well, we had 45 minutes of Sakurai talking about it, so I don't know if I need to play the game now because I essentially got a tour of the game. Okay, so here is games in November. This is the last bastion of games because Game of the Year essentially cuts off in November, right? I think it's a week before the Game Awards because they've got that's what they're doing versus doing
it's
in
like
January
2 weeks into October because I remember Forza Horizon got screwed. And that was like weird. Late October.
Yeah. Let's see. Europa Universalis 5, Age of Empires 4, Satisfactory, Karn, Unbeatable, Luminous Arise.
Some people are excited for that.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. Some people played the demo. Anno 117 Pax Romana, Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2, Inazuma 11 Victory Road. You know what that game is, Stan?
No idea.
It's a soccer game. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
Let's pause on this.
So little of.
A lot of people are hating on this.
No.
I'm actually really excited for the campaign for this. I'm really excited that it's a co-op campaign. I think that's an
Is it
awesome
4-player
addition.
co-op?
Yes, you can have 4-player co-op.
That's pretty impressive. We
I am
never get that
pumped.
anymore.
I am pumped for this. I still have to beat Black Ops, the last one,
I do too.
which I heard was good. So,
Yes.
so it's already adding up, Todd. I got to do indie.
I like Call
I-
of Duty campaigns.
They are fun. They're
I've
always
always
fun.
loved them. Yes. The
So
only one I
I'm-
didn't like was when they made that one. It was like they called it a campaign, but it really was just
the
maps.
missions. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I
thinking
did
of Modern
not enjoy that
Warfare
at all.
3. I didn't
Yeah.
mind it, but yeah.
Oh, well, not
I'm
for me.
still excited for it. A lot of people are hating on this game, like, oh, it's going to get killed by Battlefield. I'm still going to be playing it. I think
Absolutely.
both can coexist. I go to Call of Duty for a certain gameplay. I go to Battlefield for a certain kind of games. I go to Call of Duty for Warzone. And now this co-op campaign, like Todd, that has me really excited. Like I can't wait to do
That's
a co-op
great because
campaign.
it's been
Yeah.
like, well, I mean, that's what I always wonder about Call of Duty at times, because I always wonder, like, does being out every year really, it's like, it doesn't grow anticipation. It's like, yeah, it's going to come out. It's like, it's
Yeah.
something you start taking for granted. So people may get burned out a little bit, even though they're doing a new studio's bringing the game out every year, and they don't want to take a year off. But I was wondering, like, that's why I was wondering maybe Battlefield could do the like Battlefield 6, but Battlefield Bad Company 3 or something. I mean,
Yeah.
mix it up a little bit, do something
Yeah.
different. But we shall see. I am excited about it. I have Game Pass, so I have nothing on the line for that game.
Exactly.
I can play it if I want to. SpongeBob SquarePants, Titans of the Tide, Deadpool VR. I feel so bad about VR because I own VR, but my son likes it more than I do. So, and I never use it because my space is not big enough for VR.
I'm glad he's using it because
yeah,
at least somebody is.
Demon School, Kirby Air Riders. Oh no, that's a November game. Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl, Project Motor Racing, and Bubble Bobble Sugar Dungeons. And it looks like Octopath Traveler 0 and Paralives are the only announced December games. So
really? Okay. And then all these are
so I really don't think,
that
there's
we
any
don't have a release date for. The only one on there that I care about, and I don't even is it even here?
Which game?
Where's Metroid? Oh, there it is. It's okay. There it is. Metroid Prime 4. That's the only one I care about. Let's be real. And
I mean, there's some fun games out there.
Poor Winterboro and Nissa. Good God, she's gonna keep waiting for that game forever. So go ahead, Todd. Sorry. Yeah. So what do you think of your Game of the Year nominations?
I mean, I don't see anything, like I say, in this half of the last quarter year that's really going to move the dial for me. That's a good question. I mean, where my heart lies is probably that's a good question. I'd have to relook at my games, but I really, really not a perfect game, but a game that I thought did an amazing job was South of Midnight. And that's more of me.
Is this for you, for your top
for
games?
me?
Okay, because I was like, there's no way that's going to get any kind of recognition at the game. Well, maybe. You know what? I agree, Todd. That had such great, unique animation and style and the combat, the music, the story. Like,
the combat could have been better, but once again, that team has not done a combat-based game before, so I feel like
it should be recognized. I hope it gets some sort of maybe art design or music nomination. It deserves it. It really does.
Soundtrack. Right, there's no category for soundtrack, is there?
I thought there is. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, and I just at this point I'm like, yeah, this hasn't been. I know for some people this has been their year because of Expedition 33.
Yeah.
But for me, not so much. But I mean, if I go back the list of the top games, I mean, like I said, nothing for me has been that has popped. So
yeah.
So if we look back at that list and where we're at, Dan, what do you think? Game of the year. What are the games? You mentioned Keeley's and things like that. We truly think it's probably going to come down to like 6 games, and those games are already out except for Hollow Knight and GOTY, right?
Correct. I would include those two. Death Stranding, E33, Donkey Kong, and what's the other one I keep forgetting?
Silksong? No, you already said that.
You already said that.
Split Fiction.
Split Fiction. Maybe Split Fiction. There you go. He's got to have those guys. Keeley always has those.
Joseph Ferris, Kojima,
slash
Nintendo.
Smaller indie game, even though I guess Expedition 33 is a small team as well. But honestly, Todd, as much as I didn't vibe with E33 after a certain point in that game, I feel like it's theirs to lose. I think that just caught on to be such a huge moment in gaming when that came out. And I've heard some wild claims like X Bacon Gaming saying it's better than the Mass Effect trilogy, which just
I
absolutely
know.
blows my mind. It's a good game. It really is, but I'm similar. I'm right there with you, Todd. Like, I know this has been a great year for a lot of people, and people are saying like this might be one of the best years ever. But I can't think of one game where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just absolutely blown my way. This is my game of the year. Like people feel Expedition 33 has been for them. And I'm okay with that. I'm playing a lot of great games. I have my list of, I think I'm up to like 23 games I've beaten this year, and
That's
I've
great.
I've been loving what I've been playing, but I'm just not one of those people who has a game that came out this year that's gonna like be in my top 25 this year. So um you know what, let me share you my top 5 that I've played.
Sure.
I'll share with you.
Sure.
Metroid Zero Mission. Beat that on the Switch earlier this year. I'd never
Okay.
played it. I didn't know it was a remake of Metroid 1.
Mm-hmm.
That game blew me away. Okay. Then I would say another one that would be on mine would be Avowed.
Okay.
And then, oh, I completely forgot about this. Oblivion Remastered. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that's
I
right.
loved Oblivion Remastered. I'm a big Oblivion fan, so I get it. Doom the Dark Ages, I really did enjoy. South of Midnight would be another one for me right now. And then Blasphemous 2. Those are probably like my
When
favorite.
did when
And
did
that didn't come out. That
Blasphemous
came
2
out
come?
like
I was
2
gonna say,
years
when
ago.
did that come out? Oh, geez.
So yeah, but I mean, only what? I guess 2 of those were this year, South of Midnight and Doom. I guess Oblivion did come out this year, but that would
Yes.
be a game of the year domination. So like those have been my personal games of the year, and I got the platinum to E33. I did everything in that game, and that's just like it's I can't talk about my problems with it unless I get into spoilers, but did you play it, Todd? I can't remember.
I played just a little bit.
Okay.
My son though was so
Super
into the
high in
game.
that.
He loved it to pieces. He's
Cool
not a turn-based
combat,
player.
great music. I
Yes.
will say the
Yep.
music absolutely phenomenal. Awesome characters that you care about, but there's a point in the story that it's either going to be like, "Oh, this is so cool and mind-bending," or "Oh, really? That's where we're going? That's
Yeah.
what happened, and why am I doing this?" And I was a part of that crowd. So, I'd love for you, if you're not going to play it, Todd, you should watch like a
I'm thinking
spoiler
about
cast
that
of
because
the
I really
story.
appreciate. Yeah, I really
See
appreciate the
where
art
it
style.
goes.
Okay. Okay.
I would say that. So yeah, but as far as all these other games, like I'm sorry, like I didn't play Donkey Kong. I'm not going to play Death Stranding. I would like to. I have the first one on my PC, but I just haven't gotten to it. And then Split Fiction, I still need to play his other previous co-op games, and Yote. I don't know. Am I a bad gamer, Todd? I don't know.
No, I'm the bad
Am I
gamer because I think of how few games I've beat, but when I think about those experiences I've had this year, I would say Split Fiction is one of my favorites because I've been playing that with Chris Johnson. Now we haven't beat the game yet, but we've been playing together. It's so much fun to
I
play
thought you
together,
guys
and we're just
finished it.
chatting. I know. Chris and I would keep. He'll like give me a call, like a booty call. He'll like, hey,
Yeah.
what you doing?
Yeah.
And he wants to
Get
play
on.
Split Fiction, and
Yeah.
it's like, he messaged me and like I saw it was
Dude, that
4
game
hours later.
can't
Like,
be
oh, what
that
did you want?
long, Todd. What do you guys
It's longer than I was thinking. I'm like, how long have we played this? So it will definitely be on my agenda to finish it this year. But I mean,
Okay.
it's great. But yeah, I have to go back through my list. I look at what I played and kind of understand like not me not beating a game doesn't mean it can't
Yeah,
be
no,
my number
absolutely.
one game of the
I
year.
agree with you. That's
So
fine.
we have to see. But I'm a little disappointed that Donkey Kong did not take over my life because I
Mm,
thought that was going to be like my game of the year.
was that part of your expectations for it, Todd?
It might have been. It might have
Hmm.
been like I saw it. I'm like, I'm so into this game, and I'm like, I'm not going back to it that often.
Yeah.
But I have always been amazed at the games that come out of from nowhere, that
Hmm.
necessarily the most hype games win my heart. So it might be Shinobi this year. Who knows? And I did look, Dan, that Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is like top 40 game this year in Open Critics. So it's done very well in regards to
No,
review.
yeah,
So it's great.
it's up there.
Yeah.
We drafted that one too.
So with that, we talk about, we'll talk about our game of the year later, depending when you do it. We do ours typically. We have done ours typically probably end of January, just to give ourselves time to complete a game if we're still in it.
We go through the whole year, Todd. We're going through if
Makes
games
sense.
come out in December.
Yeah. So it's always good to have a game that, like, the top game you played that was not from that year too, to basically give props to those games that just won your heart. So we'll see how this goes. Maybe something will surprise me that we still have time. And Metroid 4 Prime or Metroid Prime 4, whatever, may still come out, Dan.
We'll see, dude. I'm starting to lose faith real quick, Todd. I'm getting old.
It's gonna be an October game to beat the Keeleys, so they're probably holding it.
No,
so
you said it was November, right?
Well, Kirby's a November game, so it's got to be October. Maybe it's counterpicks Pokemon. Maybe it's the end of October.
It's coming out
Maybe
December.
It's the end of October.
It's coming in hot. It's gonna be bad.
Oh, that's not good for it. No. Well, that is it for our look ahead, and we look back at what games have been hot this year. So let us know, though, if there's a game that you absolutely love that we underscored, we didn't talk about, or if there's a game you're excited for that, you can tell us why, and we just dismissed it. Maybe it's the Garfield racing game. Who knows? So, Dan, thank you once again for coming on.
Absolutely.
It's always a pleasure. I'm glad I got an opportunity to have you to myself for a little bit, not having to fight, shut people down. You only threw the controller once, so thank you.
You mean this DualSense right here?
No,
get it out of here, too.
It's gonna go wrong. It's gonna go wrong, Dan.
One of these days,
your kids, your dog.
But no, thank you for having me, Todd. It's always a blast being here. And again, congrats to you again. 11 years doing content like this is no joke. And I'm proud of you for recognizing that, you want to do your own thing and you're doing what you need to do next. And you're always welcome to join us on the Nerd Chat. And I look forward to seeing what you do next. And like I always tell people, everyone I talk to, even my wife, and I'm like, that Todd Oxtra, honey, he's one of the good ones. All right. Todd's one of the good ones. So again, always have a blast talking video games with you, Todd. And hopefully we get you to finish some more games though. Okay. I need you to finish some of these. Okay. Finish Split Fiction, make it a goal with 1 hour, 1 decision, Chris 1H1D. And I look forward to your final episode next week. And I will follow whatever you do next. And shout out to everyone here at Secret Friends Unite as well. Awesome interviews, always a good time. And thanks for having me.
Hey, Dan, well, where can people find you?
Oh, you can follow me at DaddyDwally across all social media. You can follow our little show, the Nerd Chat, across all social media. We just talk about gaming, food, and the good old days. And we're trying to get to 500 subs so I can eat 8 junior bacon cheeseburgers live on stream. I cannot wait, Todd. I'm hungry for JBCs. Please get us to that number. We would really appreciate it.
Check out the Nerd Chat every Thursday, 8:30 Central Time,
7:30 9:30 Eastern
time. Yeah,
nobody knows about our time zone. 9:30 Eastern.
Exactly. And I think Eric comes on. He's in the Atlantic time zone.
He's in the future, like
even
10 hours.
Doesn't exist. But yeah, always a great time. Highly interactive. Always fun. They just are one of the best to watch live. So definitely take advantage if you can watch it. And they also
Todd's number one intern on the show. He's back. Number one, number two, him and Eric.
If you like good merch, they just launched merch. It's amazing. I am getting something in the mail, I believe, coming my way. So I'm very excited for it. So I'll probably wear it in a future episode. So
I still have
that. Uh-oh.
Still right here. It's still in the background.
Aw, very nice. And I have yours. I have your postcard. It was very nice. Your holiday card, amazing. So with that, folks, it's always great to have guests on the show. If you're interested in joining me and talk about video games in the future, let me know wherever that may be. But you can find me at Todd Oxtra on the Blue Skies, at T Oxtra on Threads, Instagram, and the Facebook. So once again, check out Secret Friends Unite and all the things they do. And thank you for following me on this journey all these years. I appreciate it so much. The reason I do this show and I've started podcasting was to meet awesome people and make some friends. And I think I've mission accomplished. So thank you so much, folks. And remember, it's always better to game together.
See you online.
This podcast is part of the Secret Friends Unite podcasting network, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and podcast services around the galaxy, as well as video on our YouTube channel. You can support Secret Friends Unite by becoming a Patreon member, get bonus programs and more over at patreon.com/secretfriendsunite. Join our Discord community for even more discussions on all things geek. For all the latest updates on Secret Friends Unite, make sure to follow us on Threads at secret.friends.unite and visit secretfriendsunite.com. Find our merchandise at TeePublic and Redbubble. Thanks for listening, and may the Force live long and prosper.